podcast, I need to mow my lawn.
Did you get a letter from a neighbor?
No, I was going to mow it tomorrow, but tomorrow and then the entire week afterwards. So up until next Thursday, it's going to just be constantly raining.
Yeah.
So this is the only chance I have to do it. So
You don't live in an HOA
exciting.
neighborhood, I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah. No, I didn't think so. Though there are horror stories of HOA. I know somebody who owns a house in one of those neighborhoods and got visited many times by, I can't remember his name, but he was known as like Officer Dan or something, who would
Yeah.
always kind of like gently prod the homeowner, like, you gotta mow your lawn.
Again,
You
Ben
gotta
has
take
paused.
care of those
This
weeds.
is something that does happen. You will probably see it no problem. Ben, I wish you would see your face in the pause. It was amazing. So I heard Officer Dan would come around.
And just say that this homeowner had to make sure that their lawn was neatly trimmed and the weeds were taken care of.
Yeah. So yeah, so far that is not happening to me.
And
Hopefully it never
yeah,
will.
as somebody who also, if I were a homeowner, would probably be pretty lax on those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Living in an HOA neighborhood does not sound like a fun time.
Um, I I think I've told you my favorite HOA revenge story. There was a guy who had a condo, and the condo had an HOA
Okay.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't exactly remember how it worked out, but um, the people that owned the condo had a parking lot, and they would you would have to you'd have your I don't remember exactly how it worked, but you owned your condo, right? But then you had to pay them to park there.
So you still rented a parking
You
space.
rented a parking space from them,
Yeah.
and they let their lease lapse on the parking space. And
The
so
the condo owner or the
the condo owners
yeah.
let the lease of the parking lot itself lapse. And so the guy bought the parking lot,
The resident.
and so he owned it. And they said that you can't do that. He's like, well, apparently I can.
Because
And
I just did.
when he left, he sold it to another resident for $1. That's the story that I remember.
What I want to know is, did this resident, now that he owned the parking garage, charge parking fees to the other residents?
My understanding, and this is maybe my own wishful thinking, because as you can tell,
You would
half remembering the story.
you would like to believe that he didn't.
I believe that he didn't, but he did charge them to park there. I
Yeah.
believe that's what happened. I want to believe UFO uh, hovering. So as you know, we are doing this on Thursday,
Back at it
and
on Thursday.
it's because my class that was meeting on Thursdays, or ampersand the show that I was doing on Thursdays, is no longer happening. News, uh, probably around the 28th of June. I will be starting a new class that meets on Thursdays.
Which means at
Um,
the end of this month we're going back to Wednesdays.
I believe so. Yes, that's what
All
it
right.
sounds like.
We may have to
Um,
pull, I don't know, and I'm not going to say anything further about it and get into a whole coordination conversation. But I think we may have to do some twofers when we get back to doing Wednesdays in the near future.
okay, sounds good. Nothing I
Yeah.
like better than doing twofers.
Yeah. I'm going to be out of town July 15th.
Mm,
So we also still have one in the bag. We have an episode in the can
isn't
that
that
we
crazy?
that we haven't aired yet.
Yeah. So that'll be nice. So as you know, Jennifer is at her mother's right now, um, and will be for a little bit. Um, but her birthday is July 16th,
Yeah,
so that'll be interesting. Did I
Thursday. So
tell you?
she's still gonna be with her mom on her birthday, right? That's
No, no. I think she
she
comes
back
back
by then? Okay.
by July 16th. Yeah, I think so. That's my hope. My hope. We'll see what
That's just a
happens.
couple days before we're finally rid of the World Cup here in Seattle.
Oh,
World
how
Cup
fun!
goes for almost a month here.
When does it start?
Starts like in 10
June
days,
6, June 16th or whatever.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Uh
exciting.
goes until July 19th, I think.
Where are they playing?
Technically they're playing at FIFA Stadium, but
Oh, okay.
we know it as Lumen Stadium where the Seahawks play. But apparently, FIFA's rules say that the stadiums cannot have any other brands on them. So
Wow.
if you walk down to Lumen Field, it's not Lumen Stadium, Lumen Field. If you walk down there, there's big black like what look like garbage bags covering the Lumen brand on the outside.
Wow.
It's probably some company that made a whole lot of money going through the entire interior of the stadium, covering up every single logo that is not
Yeah.
FIFA
People just don't want to
approved.
be reminded of Severance. Uh,
It's spelled kind of differently, but yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, speaking of cool TV shows on Apple, did you see the latest Widow's Bay?
One of the best episodes yet.
I really liked it. Spoilers for Widow's Bay because let's talk
Episode
about it.
8 of Widow's Bay. I think it's called Your Baggage or something like that.
Your baggage. Yep, exactly. Um, I thought they did a great job of making the killer iconic looking
Yes.
without making him any of the. I mean, it was
Yeah.
close to a whole bunch of them, but wasn't any of them.
Yeah, it had
I thought that was
a little bit
really
of Mike Myers, a little bit of Leatherface.
Jason, a little bit of Leatherface.
Yeah. I loved that episode.
Mambo number die. Okay, sorry.
A little bit of Lou
Um,
Bega. Um, yeah, no, it was great. Patty is one of my favorite characters on that
oh, she's
entire
great.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Um, I love how the show like sets up
I don't
like
think
it.
I've seen the actor who plays her in anything
I
else. I don't
Kate
think.
O'Flynn. I looked her up. She's she's a British character actress. I'm sure I've seen some things that she's been in. Um, but I love how the TV show like lives on horror tropes yet subverts them at the same time.
Yes.
Um, a couple like the best horror comedy TV show. There was a laugh out loud funny moment and a genuine jump scare that got me.
Was it when he's coming out of the house?
When you see him at the door, that
Yeah, 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 yeah,
segment
yeah.
is actually edited really well in that you're expecting to see him at the door, but it still gets you.
Yeah, I did in fact, yeah, I was also very surprised by it. I in fact, Ben, I marked it. You know what I mean? It didn't just happen. I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, that's something."
Well, see,
That
because
really got me.
the thing is, they've set the show up to where Patricia is like, you still don't know if she's making this up, right? And
Right.
so that she was like a victim years ago. And so you're like, is she just like, does she not, is she not following her gut in the correct way, right?
Right.
Like, was the killer actually in her room? Like, she didn't notice that the front door was open, but she did notice that her bedroom light was off. And so yeah, seeing the boogeyman, I can't remember what they call him in the show.
Yeah, the
Might even
boogeyman.
be boogeyman. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It was fun. It's like, oh, maybe Patty's like actually she has something going on here. And then she admits to her friends that yeah, she made up the phone calls.
But I did like the the way that um, the way that she behaved, how she just, because she just left.
Yeah.
She was like, no, this is happening, and like there wasn't second guessing. There was just okay. Well, I'm just going to do this.
Yeah, it was like a good illustration of like how a character, takes their situation into their own hands, takes control.
Yes.
Like running in to yell at the guy in the gas station, 20 on 3 or
Yeah. Oh, that was yeah, brilliant, brilliant.
yeah.
Um, yeah. Again, another thing that I marked of like, okay, this is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Uh.
like keeping the shotgun on him throughout the whole,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
through
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
sequence.
Um. Okay. So did I talk to you already about Reno 911?
You mentioned it last week.
Did I talk at all about Reno 911 and Commedia dell'arte?
Probably.
Mhm. Because it's really if I did Palantone Palin the you know what I'm talking about, the kind
Palantir.
of no, not Palantir. Palantone I think is the name. He's one of the masked clowns who's okay, let me describe him. He's incredibly vain, a slave to certain appetites of his, wants to be respected, wants to be seen as a uh,
I'm
an
not
important person.
quite up on my Del Arte characters.
Well, Dangle is that character.
And Dangle is a character in Reno 911.
He is, yes. Okay, so I didn't talk about this. So if he's sort of like he's a high status guy, right? Not very smart, but smarter than his servants or the Zami. Um, and the clowns basically and all that. Um, and one of the things is, of course, they have masks, right? And so their faces are kind of stacked and all that. Reno 911, they've got the oh, I know what I talked about. I talked about Waiting for Godot, I think.
Mm.
Maybe. Uh, there's an episode where they're waiting for George Bush's motorcade to go by, and it is Waiting for Godot. They even have Travis Jr. is taking his boot off at the time, and their dialogue is really great too. Um, have you met him? I've seen him, but have you met like all
Yeah.
different from all the other stuff. But the main thing is this. I was like, this is so clearly Commedia dell'arte, but what's missing is Harlequin. Harlequin is the Bugs Bunny
Yeah.
of the he's 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 smarter, shrewder, but still, a lowbrow character and all this. And I'm like, where is that character? Right? Because he's supposed to be smarter than the other Zani who are around him. And then I realized, our Harlequin Ben are the criminals that outwit the sheriff's deputies. They're not smarter, but they are trickier in some ways.
Mm.
So it's just great. I've been really really enjoying watching it again. It's on, as we know, Prime Video. Prime Video is where it is, and I highly recommend it.
I was about to go to bed last night. Then I saw on Prime Video that the new season of Clarkson's Farm is now partially on. I think they have 4 episodes out now. It's a show
What's
that
Clarkson's
I.
Farm?
It's a show that I really appreciate.
Oh, wait, time out for just a second. Is it Jeremy Clarkson?
It is Jeremy Clarkson.
And he was from Top Gear.
You are correct.
Oh my God! And now he has a farm.
He bought a farm,
He
and
told me about this.
they've created a Top Gear esque show. In fact, the executive producer of Clarkson's Farm is the same guy from Top Gear. So like the visual language is often quite similar. And it's just his, bumbling through owning and running a farm in England.
Very cool. And so you
It
enjoy it.
it
Obviously,
actually,
it's
there was an episode that made me cry more than any scripted drama
oh whoa.
that I've seen on TV, because he also raises animals.
Yes.
And so there was a touching episode about a mother pig, and that's
Oh
all I'll say about
no.
that.
Oh no. It sounds sad. I don't even know exactly what it is, but
Yeah.
I believe you. Um okay, so you and I um live in two separate large cities. Chicago is actually bigger than Seattle.
Yes.
Um
And much
and
older.
it is really an interesting spot. There are still affordable places to live in Chicago. They're really
What's that? I did.
uh-oh, something's
Ever.
happening with Ben. Ben is talking to somebody
It's a long one.
who is off camera.
Yeah, it feels long the first time.
Ben said it feels long the first time. Don't know what it means, but one can be sure that later on he will come on and explain to us who he's talking to and what is being said. Also, Ben
Ah,
has an earbud in, and so I'm feeling a little bad about talking while he's got his earbud in, just in case it'll confuse him. So, have you guys heard of Balatro? It's a card game on you can get it from the
really?
Apple Store, and it's
All
somewhat
right.
addicting. I'm trying to play through all the red cards right now, and but when I say all the red cards, I mean you can play at chip levels, difficulty levels, and right now I'm on purple. I used to
Oh
be further
God.
ahead, but I lost all of my saves somehow, and so now I'm playing through once again.
Oh,
It's pretty
jeez,
fun.
that's hard.
The other thing is I had
Yeah.
just a little bit of a not a I was never really off the wagon, but I drank a lot of caffeine yesterday, and I didn't drink any today, and I'm still feeling all right. So I don't know what that means exactly, but it's a true statement. And I think I'm just gonna go completely cold turkey for today on that. So we'll see.
With
That's my
caffeine.
plan. What caffeine? Yeah. Oh, are you back? Or are you still?
Yeah, sort of half and
Oh, okay.
half.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, no, what I was saying was I drank I'm
Okay, I'm
gonna
good.
try to go through um so I had an energy kind of drink, and then I had a real energy drink, and then I had coffee all yesterday. So
That's a lot. Yeah.
a lot of caffeine. And then got home and I went to bed probably around 10 o'clock and fell asleep no problem,
Hmm.
which, kind of worried me a little bit. So I haven't drunk any caffeine today, and I don't have any headaches or anything. Everything feels all right.
Well, that's good. The reason I was here is so we have a preview of our
Mm,
show that's opening tomorrow tonight. So Megan was here helping to clean up, and like she's a production manager, so she was
yeah,
talking to me
yeah.
about the show.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I'm still on my diet. Uh and I found something that okay, so my diet is low carb, low sugar.
Right.
Um you know that Mission, the people that make the burrito
Yeah, the
thing,
tortillas.
the tortillas, yeah. Mission. Mission makes a low carb tortilla which has like 2 grams net carbs total, and cheese doesn't have any carbs. So I have been eating just melted
Quesadillas
cheese.
forever.
inside of, yeah. And oh, Ben, how I love them so. It's it's a wonderful little thing, but Edward uh has been getting a couple of like he gets the final like the best bite out of it. So here's what I do is I melt it in the microwave and it's just cheese on a circle, right?
Yeah.
And I fold that in half and I fold it again. So it's basically a fourth of a or a thing in quarters, basically. And I eat it and I eat the cheese all the way down until there's that little last bite that has the like all the best cheese and all the best bread in it, and I give that to the dog.
And I'm sure he
So
appreciates it.
now when I'm making myself a tortilla, he like jumps up and wags his tail and everything as though I was giving him regular food. It's
You've trained
it's
him.
fun it's fun to watch, but yeah, I really did. And I've realized that this is the thing about the Pavlov's thing about the saliva and the oh, you know about that, right?
Yeah. Pavlov's dog.
But like how the how it was messed up. Like he did surgery on the dogs to like insert something to measure their saliva accumulation.
I hadn't heard that part.
It's bad.
I've been asked to go retrieve something, so sorry that I've
Okay.
been kind of like absent for the last few minutes,
No,
but
no, no.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ben is leaving to go and retrieve something. His chair is spinning, spinning, spinning in front of a green filing cabinet and maybe another green filing cabinet. I think they're both green. One is just darker than the other, and the chair is still spinning. It's spinning more slowly now, but still full rotations. Kind of amazing to watch. Still spinning, has not stopped spinning yet, but now it is very slow. Oh, it's creeping down. No, it never stopped. It never stopped the whole time. It was about to stop, but then Ben sat down in it and stopped it mechanically, not mechanically, physically. Well,
So,
I guess mechanically also.
all right. Well,
So,
my audio is going to be screwed up for that, but what are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. Haha.
What are you going to do about it, Paul?
Yeah, it is our low maintenance as always. But no, I'm 229 pounds right now. So 31 pounds down. Wait, no, 20, 21 pounds down. Yeah,
I was talking to a friend the other day. She's been on this. I think she's been on many
21
diets,
pounds.
but the one that she's been on that like seems to have worked, I guess, is the intermittent fasting diet. And
Uh,
like she was saying, and it changed her body shape considerably. And we were talking. She's like, you know, since in the last like 3 years, I've lost 150 pounds, and I'm like, that is a whole me.
yeah, true, true. Um, Ben, I have to do it because I always do it, right? Um, it's the American and the British people, and one right after another. And the American person's like, I lost 20 pounds. And then the British guy is, I lost 20 pounds. And just goes back and forth. I think
Yeah.
it's really funny. Um, oh, that was something. So the performance last night went really well. But we never really talked about how the show was going to end. So it just sort of like people were
Fizzled
still
out.
having fun, but it just fizzled out instead of ending on a high note. But the show went well. People liked it. So
Yeah.
that was nice.
Do you,
And
when you do
I,
improv, do you have like a cue for the tech person to turn your light off?
um,
Or do you end it by just saying, good night, everybody? Or,
so, so
and
sometimes you say
scene.
goodnight, everybody, but when it really works, when it really helps, there's a person on the light board that, okay, you know what? if it's really good, it's like when Michael Hayes is on the board, right? Because he's
Yeah.
got a feeling, right, about like what's funny. And
Right.
so he might cut the lights out right at the right time. That kind of thing. That's how it should go. And if it doesn't, well,
Well, then you
what you
just
gonna
gotta
do?
fire your light board operator.
So the other thing is that I've been going to the IO for uh doing their afternoon jam, but I may not go this weekend because it's going to be raining and I have to walk 20 minutes
Right.
from where the red line ends. From where the red light district is, Ben.
Roxanne,
No,
you don't have to write on the red line.
yeah, you could just take the 95 and get off in Beverly, and there's plenty of stuff there. Oh, that was another thing. I I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but my house was owned by someone else before I bought it, and their address is still
Their name is
like
still
their name is
associated
still
with that
on the
address.
address.
Yeah.
And so Jennifer forgot her passport at the house, and so
Did
she needed me to
she
mail it.
does she use that instead of like a driver's license?
Well, okay, so in Illinois, you have to have a real ID to use it
Yeah.
for flying or a passport.
Yeah.
We just use our passports.
Same with
Um,
Washington. I think that might be nationwide, but yeah, did Washington we have the enhanced driver's license, which actually lets you
yeah,
get into Canada without needing a passport.
yeah. But so far we don't have them, and so she was using her passport,
Yeah.
but she didn't bring it with her, and so she asked me to mail her passport. So I went to the post office, and while I was there, I had all my letters, and I said, um, "Hey, can I give these to you?" And they said, "No, you have to
Wait,
go to your post office."
let's back up a bit. She needs her passport to fly.
Right.
Did she
Um.
fly to
Okay.
where she
So she,
was?
she flew to Georgia, and Ben, I'm only repeating what she told me. If you don't have this enhanced ID, you can give the Treasury Department money and they will allow you to fly.
So
The
she
only
bribed
thing
her way onto the plane.
the only thing that you do is you go to a website that they have and you give them your name and address, and then they allow you to fly after you pay them the money.
Okay.
It sounds made up,
So that's
but
probably
that
what she
is
needed to do
apparently
when she got to the airport and realized she didn't have her passport.
that is exactly correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've determined that everything costs $50 now.
It's just a flat fee.
I mean, that's how much that was. That's how much she forgot her. Well, she didn't forget her microphone, but she had an audition, so she needed to get a microphone. So I bought a microphone for
A
her.
$50 microphone.
And it was $50, et cetera, et cetera. Everything's fifty
Yeah.
dollars. So, but the big thing is that the post office wouldn't take the mail. Said we had to go to our post office, and she looked it up, and she was like, "Oh, that's Roseland." It's like, yeah. And she said the post office people that work at my post office were bullies to her.
Was your
And
mail already postmarked with Roseland? Why could you not mail from a different location?
well, no, I wasn't mailing it. I was returning the mail.
You were returning.
So okay, so I've got
Oh, the previous owner's mail.
yes, keeps on showing up,
I gotcha.
and I
Okay.
can't throw it away,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I can't, so this is the thing is they said I asked our mail carrier, I said, well, what can I do? And they said, well, what you can do is on the outside of your mailbox, you can write mail for these people only, and then just list who lives at the house. I'm like, okay, I guess I can do that. And Jennifer's like, no,
That never works.
don't put the name of the people that live, don't put our names outside on the mailbox. That was the other thing that she said. I was like, okay.
I
So,
My name is like this is also different because like it's a locked mailbox, right? So only the
uh-huh.
USPS can see it. But my name is on the inside of my mailbox, and theoretically, the mail carrier is only supposed to deliver mail addressed to me. Yet I still get mail that is not addressed to me. That's previous tenants of my apartment. It happens less and less these days. It happened more frequently after I first moved in.
Hmm.
But I actually got it was a mail carrier didn't really like yell at me, but I always thought you needed to write like not at this address or please forward or something on the outside of the envelope. After doing that for a while, getting all this misdelivered mail, I received a note in my mailbox that said all I needed to do, like that, don't write anything. All I needed to do was just X out the delivery address. And that was enough for the mail carrier to know that that person didn't live there.
Ah,
Just
um,
big ol' X. That's all that's what I started doing.
I have not at this address written on every single piece of that mail that I'm going to be taking to the new post office or the other post office. Um,
I mean, I don't know if it was an official USPS policy or just a
or if that guy just was
grumpy
like,
mail
yeah,
carrier. Yeah.
there's a there is a store near where I live called You Be Doing Too Much, and
Jesus.
I'm very excited about um going there again.
What
We
kind of a
went there
store is
once.
it? It's like a
Well,
hobby store?
it's a no, it's a convenience store. And
Okay.
I think it's called You Be Doing Too Much because I think that they offer a whole bunch of other services. Like I think they might have a notary there or something. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff. It's just that it's not really convenient to where we're at.
So it's
We
an
only see it
inconvenience
sometimes.
store.
Inconvenience store, Ben. Yes. Um, so but I've been taking buses a little bit more, and the buses can get me around since Jennifer's gone. Um, we have the car, but I don't drive it here. Um, and yeah, I can get to a lot of places that I didn't realize, like Rainbow Cone. Betty and I went to Rainbow Cone, famous Rainbow Cone.
Never heard of it.
Uh, we went to Meyer that has Edward's special food. So
The
all
only
this.
The only reason I know of Meyer is because they have sponsored patches on some Major League Baseball uniforms. I think it's
Oh
either the White
wow.
Sox, which makes sense, or I think Detroit might also have a Meyer patch
Hmm.
on their sleeves.
Could be the White Sox. White Sox lost a game recently. They might have won a game also.
They're doing surprisingly well.
Yeah.
They lost
So,
their star first baseman Munetake Murakami to an injury.
oh no.
He'll be back, but not for a few more weeks.
So,
Everybody in the South Side is gutted because
uh,
Mooney was a very good. He had already hit 20 home runs, which I think it was a league lead at the time.
wow, that's crazy. Too bad about the injury. Wonder what happened.
Nice first baseman you got here. It'd be a shame if something happened to him.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I was like, that sounds like something that a gangster would say. Hey, I live in Chicago. Um, so yeah, I still to this day, someone in Chicago will say, I think that this is I think that there's some corruption going on, and I'm like, oh, what?
Corruption in my hometown?
I can't believe it. Um, and sometimes it's not corruption; it's just business decisions, like the fact that they sold the parking meters. They sold all the parking meters. Somebody else gets the money.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
city
yeah,
doesn't get
yeah.
the money.
I saw there's a YouTube channel called Climate Town, which is a really great YouTube channel. And he did a whole episode on the sale of the parking meters and how it was a very lucrative decision for those who bought them.
Yes, absolutely. Occasionally, there's talk about buying them back. So far, it has not happened. Let's see what else. The Barack Obama Library, I think, is open to the public now. We just saw it. We drove by it.
Oh, yeah?
It looks crazy in a good
Yeah.
way.
I saw a picture of it. There's, I saw what people are calling the Obamalisk.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what. Oh, there's the skyscraper prison, which we've driven by now,
The
which is
skyscraper
pretty.
what?
There's a prison, a
Prison.
federal prison. Yeah,
I didn't know if you said prison or prism.
no, prison. Yes, skyscraper prison that people go to when they're awaiting arraignment for federal crimes.
So it's
But
just
it's a
a,
prison, not a jail, which I don't get. But it's a skyscraper.
it's in, like, it's high up in a sky, or it's the entire thing.
It's the entire thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Here's the crazy thing. Some people escaped.
We have so much crime in Chicago, we had to build an entire skyscraper.
The interesting thing also is the yard is on the roof.
Mm. With a
That's
giant
where,
fence around the sides, I'm assuming.
yep, exactly. And also a covering on top because someone tried to make an escape via helicopter. It did not work.
I was wondering if that had been attempted yet, or just
Yes.
fantasized about.
It is interesting to me. Every once in a while, I think about like prison escapes and just people that live out in the middle of nowhere, et cetera, et cetera. The the idea that you as a human being are not like you can be not lost, what am I saying? Away from, you can be outside of society and their norms, right? When people want to go hiking, for example,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to go hiking? Sure. But also, hey, do you want to go hiking can be, do you want to be removed from other people and consequences?
Well, consequences, I don't know. Even if you commit a crime while hiking on another person, you're still liable for, that crime.
If they find you, if they see it, I don't know. I
True fact.
I think about this all the time too, like being on a boat in the middle of the ocean and somebody rescues you, right? Because you're lost in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
That's cool that they rescued you, but also, I mean, it's just you and them in the middle of the ocean.
And it's
It
only your faith in God that keeps you from doing something terrible.
oh well, I meant yes, like so are you a religious man? Are you
Do you think
hey
your reward will be in heaven if you live a just
a just
and
life? Yeah.
going back
So
to hiking? There's a
yeah,
thing, I don't. You've probably heard about this, called alpine divorce, which is where
Ben, I have not heard of Alpine divorce.
it is a thing that happens when guys take women they don't want to date anymore hiking and leave them on the trail.
What?
I've heard of a couple instances of this. I don't think it involved any deaths. I could be wrong though, but I did hear a story of a woman who was like, she was out for hours, didn't know the way back to the trailhead, because this guy that she was seeing, like, just like they got into an argument or something, and he had left and left her
Yeah,
there by
I was
herself.
gonna say that. I mean, here's the thing: if you don't want to date someone anymore, just do something horrible. I mean, you're not gonna date them anymore, but I don't know if that means
if
alpine
if
divorce.
you don't want to date anybody anymore, but you're too afraid to break up with them, just turn into an asshole and make them break up with you.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that sounds almost like maybe it's okay. Is it a premeditated crime, or did they just go hiking and then, because
I'm sure it varies, but like since this phenomenon has a name, I'm guessing
yeah,
many noted instances are premeditated.
because I've told you about hippie hike fight before.
Hippie hike
Uh,
fight. Also, there's a
hippie hike fight.
huge fly flying around here, so if you see me like dodging it every once in a while, that's what's going on.
Okay, hippie hike fight. No, hippie hike fight is something that I have seen a couple of times in my life, where some a hippie couple, usually, no, they could be friends, but usually it's a couple, go hiking, and I'm there for some reason. And once they're away from the car and they're on the trail, one of them will start in on the other one about something that's really bugging them. And there's no way for them to get away. And this is the whole reason why they got on the trail, in my opinion, is that they wanted to have this fight and they
Yeah,
wanted a captive audience for it. So yeah, it's hippie hike fight.
and you've seen this happen a couple times.
Yeah, I think you really have a problem with your ego, man. I think you I think you're all about what what you what you appear like to other people instead of being like your true self. And that's why you keep on smoking my weed or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I because everybody wants to know that you're the biggest stoner, you want to be the biggest stoner, but you're taking advantage of me, man.
And because I
Like that
told
kind of stuff.
you that you could use my patchouli that one time, didn't give you, permission to
Yeah,
take as much as you wanted whenever you wanted.
well, you said that anything that was mine was yours, says the other one. Well, yeah, but you still gotta ask, man. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They call each other man,
At
no
least let me
matter.
know when you've used the last of it.
Yeah. Ah, okay, so um Windows Bay still very good.
Yeah.
Uh one um one something after another. What is it? One battle after another? Is that what it's called? The film.
Yeah, that's
It is now streaming on one of the services I have. I forget which, so I'm looking
yeah.
into
It's
that.
Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's not Paul Thomas Anderson, is it?
It might be
I
actually.
know it's
I think
somebody
it. I
of
think
that
it
ilk.
is. I think it might be.
P.T. Anderson. I saw it is Paul
Who?
Thomas Anderson.
And then who's the one who did Asteroid City?
Oh,
He's
that's
got a he's
Wes
got three
Anderson.
names. Wes Anderson. Yeah, they
Wes
aren't
Thomas
related, are
Anderson.
they? Probably
Uh,
not.
Probably not. Were you weren't with me when I worked at at Vulcan, and we went to go see Punch Drunk Love at the Cinerama. That wasn't
Oh,
a thing where we could bring friends with it. And we didn't know until like we got there that after the movie, Paul Thomas Anderson and Adam Sandler were gonna take questions. Were you with me?
oh,
I think
Ben, this is
I
this is
can't.
crazy. Okay, listen. I saw Punch Drunk Love, and and I remember either being there for that or there being you telling the story of that. One of the two.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember if that was an event where we could bring friends, but that was during the time when you worked right next door. So I could have easily
Yeah,
just have just been, "Hey, can you take a
because
couple hours to go see this movie with me?"
I want to say I mean I really feel like that might have happened, that I
Yeah,
might have been there for that. Um, but I did see the film. I do know that I saw the film.
I seeing it that one time at the Cinerama is the only time I've ever seen the film. So I don't remember much of it at all.
I got a chance to see Sky Captain at the Cinerama
Hmm.
with the director of it there, and his brother who did all the special effects was there too. And he was like really cynical. It was really interesting. Like he was uh kind of an on the spectrum guy. My autism dar was going off,
Yeah,
but he wasn't happy to be there. Um, and he had a I think it might have been an Amazon thing, because then we saw it again uh at um you saw it with me, I believe, at
yeah.
Columbia
Central, no, um, yeah,
Central Cinema.
in
No,
Columbia
it's
City, but it was I
Columbia
can't
City.
remember
Yeah, whatever it was called.
Columbia City Cinema,
Yeah. So I
not
had
which is
forgotten.
not the Columbia City Theater.
I had at this point in time, I had forgotten the fact that I had seen it more than once. Um, but yeah, I saw.
I think that was the
Let me
same day
see.
that before or after seeing the film, we all went to that Ethiopian restaurant down there.
Yep, that's
I
right.
do remember that.
We
Yeah,
did go to the Ethiopian restaurant.
it's
Yep,
a fun day.
yep. I thought it was really good. Um, let's see. So Paul Thomas
It's
Anderson
20 years
and
ago.
and Adam Sandler were there.
Yeah, they may have even
Was
introduced the
Adam
film.
Sandler wearing sunglasses?
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Okay,
But going by how he normally dresses, I'm guessing he was wearing like a hoodie and basketball shorts.
maybe so. Um, yeah, I don't know, Ben. I don't know. I can't say. It's really interesting. There's a couple of things about memory that I just um don't have. Things that I think that I remember, then I find out that I haven't remembered. Did I tell you the story of my sister or my stepsister in the dogwood trees?
Your stepsister in the dogwood trees
My stepsister and the dogwood trees.
and the dogwood trees.
Yeah. Okay, so
Sounds like a poem.
my sister has a story. My stepsister has a story. And in this story, her dad, who died when she was like 5, and her were standing out from the church where they went to church at, and he was showing her dogwood tree, the flower of a dogwood tree, and talking about it. And she remembers it, and it's one of her her fondest memories of him. So Jennifer is going to get flower of dogwood tree, press it into like a book or something, and give it to her.
A nice gift.
A nice gift. Um, so we go to the church where she and her dad would have gone, no dogwood trees at all. And the church built a new church right next to the school that we went to. And there are dogwood trees at that church.
Right.
And so I'm like, huh, you know, it might be that she's remembering the dogwood trees and she's remembering her dad and she remembers them being at the church. Her dad was never at this new church with the dogwood trees in front of it.
Yeah.
So that memory of hers is probably false. And so we should tell her. And Jennifer's like, what are you talking about? No, you are not going to tell her that. I'm like, but she should probably know because she's like, no, what are you talking about? And finally she explained to me, and I got it. The fact that she's got this nice memory
Yeah.
is more important than being correct about whether or not there are trees there.
You have told that story before, and
Okay.
I still side with Jennifer on that. Let your
So now
stepsister have the dogwood tree memory.
here's the question. Did I tell you about my uncle and the bank manager and me almost drowning in Lake Michigan?
Start telling it, and I'll let you know,
Okay, so my uncle,
or at least hum a
my
few bars.
stepmother's brother, was a very Christian, right-wing Christian, like there isn't going to be a year 2000 because Jesus is going to come back kind of guy.
You still with
Oh,
us?
you can't call it Christmas anymore. All that kind of stuff. No,
Yeah.
he died a little while ago. Um, and I was always like, kind of bashing heads with him a little bit. Not being that argumentative, but one of those things of 2021 rolls around. Hey, Happy New Year. How's it going? How's everything? How's everything? That kind of.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? You can still call it Christmas. No one's stopping you.
You've always been able to call it Christmas.
You can't make someone else call it Christmas, but
Right.
more like call it Quitmas and don't
Hey.
do it. But so, but whenever that were to happen, oh, he's of course in a glitch in the matrix. The person who I quoted, who uh, who said, well, if this isn't real, then what's to stop me from killing everybody?
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so,
Did you mention that part in the
but
film, or just?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, no, I know you
absolutely.
mentioned that, but did you say it was your uncle who said that?
I said it was my uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if it's my uncle in. I don't know. I know that I said it in the interview. I don't know if it's in the film. It's hard for me to remember sometimes what made the film and what didn't. But here's the big thing: is that I would always give him the benefit of the doubt because when I was a kid, I was at on vacation at this sort of Christian camp in Lake Michigan or off of Lake Michigan, and the tide brought me
Sure.
out,
Next to the lake.
and he saved me. He saved me from drowning. I'm always like, okay, so I may not like this guy totally, but he did save me from
But
drowning that one time.
now I owe my life to him.
Later on, I'm telling my parents, about the time that my uncle saved me from drowning in Richmond, and my mom says, "Oh, that wasn't your uncle. That was Bill Alexander."
I,
Bill Alexander, yeah, he
I
went
thought
to.
your mom was going to say, "Oh, that wasn't your uncle. That was Jesus Christ."
No, no, no. That he was one of the managers down at the bank. He went to the same. His daughter went to the same school as us, and we went to the same church before I married your dad, and we were just at that place with them, and he was the one who saved you. So it was never my uncle.
How old were you when this happened?
Oh, like six maybe,
Okay.
something like that. I have a couple of other things like that happened where there's a story that I've been telling that I did something and it turns out that maybe it was somebody who wasn't me and I just remembered the story, that kind of thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's ever happened to you before, but it's always freaky when it does
I
happen.
no, I've had those instances where I'm like, is that a genuine memory that I have, or am I just transposing myself into something that I saw,
Yeah,
either in
exactly.
real life or on TV? I think it was um Hitchhiker's Guide author Douglas Adams has said that his inspiration for Hitchhiker came when he was like laying down in a field in the middle of the night and staring up at the stars, you know. But he admitted later on in his life that he can't really tell you if that is a true thing that happened or if it's a manufactured memory. He just thinks that's where he came up with the story. Or if he was, or you know, he doesn't know if he was ever actually laying in this field or not.
That is crazy, but it makes sense, right? I mean, the whole eyewitness testimony not being reliable.
Yeah,
And also we can't, okay, so there's that. We also can't touch the past, right? We only have evidence from the past. And evidence is more and more able to be manufactured
yeah.
in such a way that eventually I think we're going to have a very, the Gen Alpha, right? They're going to have a totally different relationship with truth than we
I
have.
I am not on Instagram very often, but I do know that the longer I scroll, just like brain rot scroll on Instagram, everything is just AI generated content with
Oh yeah, I
the
believe it.
occasional ad. Occasionally there's a post by somebody that I follow, but more often than not, it is AI generated content.
See, the problem with AI generated content is that it can be made quickly. So I mean, the whole AI slop thing,
Sort of the point.
the statement of it,
Yeah.
uh, I mean, okay, it's one of those words that, gets thrown around. Like politically incorrect used to mean, or politically correct used to mean something different than what it means now. Politically correct at the time, it was you're giving the answer that the people who were using politically correct language didn't feel that way. They were saying it to be politically correct so that
Right.
they couldn't get,
They
you
didn't
know,
want to get in trouble or anything like that.
and and then it became, oh, anyone who cares about people is bad. Somehow that's
Now
in the
everybody's
same way,
woke.
AI slop, the first instance of AI slop being used, it was when people would go to like let's say I'm making this up, but a Pokemon fan site.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't post just one picture that they made with AI of their favorite Pokemon. They posted 50
Yeah.
all at once, all almost the exact same picture with a little variation. And that's still a problem. Oh, and I have a story for you, Ben, for after the podcast is over, which is right
Which
now.
right now,
So if you want to hear the story that I'm about to tell, Ben, join our Patreon, which doesn't exist. And
or
if it does
be
exist,
one of us.
there is a problem.
We actually
And
had
yeah,
we actually had someone tuning in to the show at the very top of the show, but I noticed that they bounced out once we started talking about Widow's Bay. So I guess
oh
whoever was
no,
watching didn't want to hear spoilers. So
yeah, probably so. Either
any,
that or any other reason. Um, so Ben, keep it wrong. How's it happening? Always a pleasure to talk to you.
indeed, how's that happening? Keep it wrong. I'll talk to you next week. Until then,